number 3, the final heat of tonight's finals. It's going to be Madison Colasar in for Suburban Seahawks A, Stephanie Sifferman in for Santa Clara A, Marin Konzi in for Nations Capital B, Brianna Gillino in for Long Island A, Camille Spink in for Nations Capital A, Ella Martinez in for St. Andrews A, Paige Kawada in for Sandpipers in Nevada A, and Megan Chizak for Fox Valley A. And Academy Bullets, the whole team coming down to give a big congratulations to their swimmers of that last race.
Well, 8:26.12 is now the time to beat. So this is where the training comes into play. This is why you go to the double workouts, why you travel to meets to get race ready. That was your basketball players talking about to be in game shape. Well, swimmers have to be in swimming shape to race. There are sometimes you go to a meet and you swim 2 events and you fly home. These young ladies are swimming multitudes of events, prelims and finals in 5 days, and that's why the coaches are preparing them for the meet, not just for the swim.
Certainly very impressive what they've been doing so far. After the first 50 meters, Nations Capital A is out front.
Teams from the Washington, D.C. area, teams from New York, teams from Chicago, teams from Kentucky, and teams from California. Quite an all-star field here.
Yeah, we've got teams from as far east as New York, as far west as Southern California, all convening here in the IU Natatorium in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana.
Well, this first leg, the leadoff swimmers here really showed how they were going to approach this race on that first 100. Very smooth and controlled, very strategic against each other. They're always kind of mirroring the person next to them. And then when they jumped off the wall, it was like, okay, my turn, come get me, They really, it was noticeable how they were coached to swim on this particular heat.
Nations Capital A in front of Long Island A and St. Andrews A. Lead pack in the middle of the pool there, lanes 4 through 6. As they pass mid-pool and look to make the first exchange. It is going to be Nations Capital in front for said exchange. Second group on the block ready to jump in. It's going to be Erin Shema in for Suburban Seahawks A. Yellen Talk in for Santa Clara A. Sophie Duncan for Nations Capital B. Kiara Kennedy in for Long Island A. Erica Chen in for Nations Capital A, Aspen Gersper in for St. Andrews A, Catherine Grimes for Sandpipers in Nevada A, and McKenna Stone in for Fox Valley A.
8:26.12 is the time to beat from the Academy Bullets A relay. Keep an eye on the middle of the pool. Your leader at this point in time is Nations Capital with a 29-0 split, but 28-6 from St. Andrews.
And Nations Capital B has actually moved into the top 3 now as well. As they are now in the near side of the pool, just about to complete the 300-meter mark. Nations Capital A still out front. It's actually Nations Capital B in second, Tony.
Nations Capital showing some depth.
Yeah,
for
right. Sure. So they head towards the 350-meter mark. Nations Capital is sitting 1 and 2 right now with both relays doing well. And St. Andrews in third.
Keep an eye on lane number 2 out there. That's Santa Clara swim team. Kind of moving next to that lane line, doing a little strategic Jeff Gordon over there.
Hey, it's Indianapolis, right?
It is.
It is.
It is. All great racers come to Indy. We just figure out how to work the race.
At the wall, still Nations Capital A in first with the B team second.
Sandpiper looking strong.
Sandpiper, they have shown great relay strength and great long distance strength in this meet. They are moving into the top 3.
Sandpiper, remember, of California, is all 13, 14-year-olds.
Great club there. 400-meter mark here. As we look at the time for the leader, it's a 4:09.75 for them. third group of swimmers in the pool now. Mackenzie Brannon for Suburban Seahawks A. Kathy Tang for Santa Clara A. Carly Sebring for Nation's Capital B. Kaylee Scarin for Long Island A. Catherine Purnell for Nation's Capital A. Emily Treichman for St. Andrews A. Audrey Yu for Sandpipers of Nevada A. Rachel Steggy for Fox Valley A.
You know, you really watch the racing turns right now. And that's what was so impressive about in lane number 5 right there, Nation's Capital. In and out of the wall with racing turns, not just swimming turns, not the practice turns, but racing turns.
This will be 500 meters complete at the wall. It is Nation's Capital A still out front. And at the wall, it looks like it will be Nation's Capital B in third. Sandpipers in Nevada, they're there in second, fighting it out with Nation's Capital's B relay. And Santa Clara sitting there in fourth. We'll see if they, up in lane 2, make a move anytime soon.
Well, I will tell you that Nation's Capital over there in 5 was well ahead of the pace of previous relays. But now the job is the goal is to get the job done, finish the job.
Making their turns now, the leaders. Nation's Capital A in front of Sandpipers and Nation's Capital B. These swimmers on their last 50 meters before the final exchange to the anchor leg of the last heat of the last event tonight.
And we got some great racing going on the back half here. Look at lanes 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Fox Valley coming back into the picture.
Leader for Nation's Capital right now, Catherine Purnell, about to touch the wall to get the final exchange going. Lainey Mullins in for Suburban Seahawks A. Virginia Quain for Santa Clara A. Allison Kopak for Nation's Capital B. Francesca Raimondi for Long Island A. Jillian Berger for Nation's Capital A. Erin Miller for St. Andrews A. Arabella Sims for Sandpipers in Nevada A. And Tiffany Ruan for Fox Valley A.
And remember, relays do score double the points. We showed a little bit, we announced team scores earlier, but these relays do make a huge difference in placing. And I will tell you that the coaches know it and the athletes know it. They're swimming against caps sometimes. You see that white cap, race that white cap. You see that yellow cap, race that yellow cap. Guarantee you, they know who's in the water. So they, their eyeballs are affixed on certain lanes sometimes.
Nation's Capital A still holding the lead of this race like they've done for much of it, but Sandpipers and Fox Valley in lanes 7 and 8 are right there with them, and don't count out Nation's Capital B. They're in there as well.
8:26.12 is the time to beat, and I would say our first group of swimmers here are ahead of pace to break that 8:26 mark. Sandpiper, just an impressive group of young ladies here.
Got 30.99 split there for Sandpiper. They're moving now. They want to make their move.
Lane number 3 coming on strong. That's Nation's Capital B. You called it earlier, the depth that Nation's Capital they brought to this meet. I mean, this level of competition pushes you to your best. And that's why you come to meets like this, is to race the best teams in the country.
Nation's Capital with a strong display right now, coming towards the finish line. Anchor leg. Jillian Berger going to bring it home for them as she's just about to reach the flag. She's swimming hard, looking to break the time to beat. It's an 8:18.83 for Nation's Capital A. Sandpipers in Nevada 8:20.88. Second place for them, and Nation's Capital B gets on the podium as well, ahead of Santa Clara A and St. Andrews A.
Well, that just my mistake for not calling. They were that close. 8:17.42 was the record. They were 8:18.83. And a national age group record for the 13-14 girls out of Sandpiper. So congratulations to those young ladies.
Some great work done by them. So that is the